Hello students, you are welcome in Straight Lines Part 3, Chapter 10. In the previous part we have discussed angle of inclination, slope, condition for parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So we have questions based on these concepts. This is second question of 10.1 exercise. Base of an equilateral triangle with side 2A lies along y-axis and origin is midpoint. Find vertices. So this is the condition of the base. AB is the base of equilateral triangle. Origin is midpoint, so therefore OA and OB both are equal to A. And the third vertex C that will lie along positive side OX or on OX dash. It may lie on this side, positive side, it may lie on the negative side. I am taking the one case only if C lies along positive side. Why C point will lie on x-axis? Because in equilateral triangle, perpendicular bisector or altitude or median, they all lie along the same line. So therefore the third vertex will lie on C points, on x-axis only. So now to find out coordinates of C point, so we will find distance of OC using Pythagoras theorem, because triangle AOC is right angle triangle. Using Pythagoras theorem, so OC square will be AC square minus OA square. Putting values, AC is 2A, side of the equilateral triangle. OA is A, so in this way OC is root 3A. If this distance is root 3A, then coordinates of C point will be root 3A and 0. Similarly, A point, this distance is A, so A point is on y-axis, so 0A. Similarly, B on 0 minus A. Now, if in the second case, if C point lies along negative side of x-axis, that is on this side, in that case, the C point will be minus root 3A0. So there are two answers. C will be different, A will be same in that cases. I hope it is clear. Question number 3. Find distance between PQ points where P is x1, y1, Q is x2, y2. If PQ is parallel to x-axis. Now if PQ is parallel to x-axis, so this is the condition. And because PQ is parallel, so coordinates of P point x1, y1, Q point is x2, y2. So if PQ is parallel, then y1 will be equal to y2. x1 and x2 will be different. And if you draw perpendicular or extend this line, so LP will be x1, LQ will be x2. So in this way the distance PQ will be x2 minus x1. You can take this point as x1, y1, this point as x2, y2. So to avoid that the distance can't be negative, so you have to write mod of x2 minus x1. So this will be the required distance when PQ is parallel to x-axis. Similarly, if PQ is parallel to y-axis, then this will be the position. In that case, x1 will be equal to x2 and required distance will be y2 minus y1 mod. I hope it is clear. Question number 5. Find slope of a line passing through origin and midpoint of PB. This is B point. So use 2-point form of the slope. Now what is slope passing through x1, y1, x2, y2? So this is the formula for the slope, and it will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now first point x1, y1, we are given origin. Second point is midpoint of PB. So let midpoint of PB is A. Now we can find coordinates of A using midpoint formula. What is midpoint formula? That is x1 plus x2 upon 2. It means from PB, x coordinate of P, that will be 8, plus x coordinate of B, that is 0. 0 plus 8, sorry, x coordinate of P is 0. And it will be 8 plus 0 upon 2, so it will be 4 and minus 2. So this point is x2, y2, and using the formula we can find out slope of line OA. Putting values, let this point is x2 y2. So because we want to use this formula, so it will be minus 2 upon 4, and after calculation it will be minus 1 upon 2. I hope it is clear. This was question number 5. Now question number 6. Without using Pythagoras theorem, prove that these three are vertices of a right angle triangle. We can prove right angle triangle using Pythagoras theorem or using slope method, because we can prove that any two sides are mutually perpendicular and use the condition for perpendicular lines. Using 3 points, let the points are ABC, 3 lines can be formed. 3 lines are AB, BC and AC, 3 sides of the triangle. Find out slope of all the 3 sides. Slope of AB using the same formula, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. When we are using the formula, the coordinates of the first point, consider always the first point as x1 y1, second point as x2 y2. So in this way, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So y2 minus y1 upon, so use that formula, it will be minus 1. Similarly, slope of BC. In that case, coordinates of B, we will assume x1 y1, C x2 y2. Using formula, it is 6 upon 5. Let it is m2. In bracket we have written say, so it means I have supposed the slope of BC as m2 here. Then slope of AC, using the same formula, it is 1. Let it is m3. And clearly we can observe that the product of m1 and m3, that is minus 1. So we have to consider this only, because we want to prove perpendicular. So product should be minus 1. So because m1 into m3 is minus 1, so therefore the lines whose slope is m1 and m3 are perpendicular. It means AB and BC are perpendicular. So because in triangle 2 sides are perpendicular, so that's why that is right angle triangle. I hope it is clear. Question number 7. Angle between line and positive y-axis measured anti-clockwise is 30 degree. Find slope of the line. So this is line and angle is measured between line and positive y-axis. So this angle is given 30 degree. We want to find out slope. Slope can be calculated using the formula tangent theta, where theta is angle of inclination. You remember the definition. Angle of inclination is angle between line and positive x-axis. So this complete angle is theta. We know this angle is 90 degree and this angle is 30. So angle of inclination will be 90 plus 30, that is 120. And what will be slope of the line? It will be tangent of 120, and we can find its value. The value will be minus root 3. So that is slope of the line. I hope it is clear. Question number 8. Find x if these 3 points are collinear. Collinear points, there are many conditions. So one of them you have used in class 10th, area of triangle should be 0. Here we are using slope concept. For collinear points, slope of any 2 lines formed by these points should be equal. So let these points are ABC. If these points ABC are collinear, it means slope of AB should be equal to slope of BC should be equal to slope of AC. We have to take any 2. So I am taking slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, and find slope using 2-point form. So y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Similarly, slope of BC, and calculate value of x will be 1. I hope it is clear to you. Question number 10. Find angle between x-axis and the line joining. So x-axis means we have to find out angle between the positive direction of x-axis. Using these 2 points we can find out the slope. So using the formula we are using in previous questions also, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Slope is -1. The required angle is angle of inclination, angle between line and positive x-axis. So that is angle of inclination. Angle of inclination means theta. So using theta we can find slope as tangent theta. So we know slope is tangent of theta. Slope is -1, we have already calculated, that is equal to tangent theta. And solve this equation to find out value of theta. 1 is tangent 45 degree minus tangent 45. So using this equation we can write down this as tangent of 180 minus 45 degree, and it will be 135. So after comparing, value of theta is 135 degree. I hope it is clear. So that's all for today. You try the remaining questions. Thank you.